Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you my Fontina and Prosciutto white baked ziti. Sounds like a mouthful. It's incredibly simple and easy to put together. Beautiful for a holiday table. If you are an Italian household, if you do things like we do, Christmas Eve, all about seafood. Christmas Day, we like to do a baked pasta, like a lasagna or a baked ziti or something like that, and this is a great option for that. It's also very simple to put together and requires very few ingredients. I made this about a week or so ago. I shared it on my Instagram and you guys went crazy asking for the recipe, and I deliver because that's what I do. So let me run you through what you'll need. Like I said, it's very basic. You don't need a lot, but all together makes for an outstanding main course that would be great for a holiday or it'd be great for a weeknight when only comfort food will do. Let's get going on the ingredients. You're gonna need pasta of your choice. I like these are called ziti. So there's that. You can use any medium cup pasta, rigatoni, penne, whatever. Milk, Fontina cheese. Fontina cheese will melt and grate so beautifully. Lots of Parmigiano. You will need butter and flour to start your roux, some Dijon mustard, a little nutmeg, salt and pepper, and prosciutto. And that's really all you need. It's very simple, very easy, but divine. This is going to come together really quickly. It's going to bake for about a half an hour, but to make the sauce and to cook the pasta, it happens in about 5-6 minutes. So I've got a pot back there boiling. I'm going to add a good amount of salt and my pasta, and I'm going to cook it for about 7 minutes. The package instructions say 9. I'm going to cook it shy of about 2 minutes or so because it's going to continue cooking in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and put my pasta into boiling water because then we can make the sauce at the same time the pasta cooks. It comes together really fast. So to do that, be right back. Pasta is in, butter is all melted pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and add my flour. A roux is just equal parts flour and butter, and that's your thickening agent, right? That's what gives you a really lovely, luscious, thick bechamel or any kind of white sauce. Usually a white sauce does start with the bechamel base, and that starts with a roux. You just want to let that cook for a few seconds, you see, just until you no longer see any bits of raw flour, like so, and then go ahead and add your milk. Beautiful. You can switch to a whisk. Make sure it's a silicone whisk if you are working with a non-stick surface. And now all you're going to do at this point is cook this. You can stir, you can whisk, whatever floats your boat until it thickens, right? It only takes a few minutes. Do not walk away because it can scorch the bottom and there's really no coming back from that. So give it just a gentle stir. Stay right here. I'm going to just switch to my wooden spoon now that I've incorporated everything together. And that's about it. It should just happen in a couple minutes. That is gorgeous, thickening up really beautifully. I did go ahead and shred my cheese while that was cooking up, and now all I'm going to do, this is on very low heat, salt and pepper. My mother would use white pepper, but hey, that's the beauty of being an adult and cooking in your own kitchen, is you get to use what you like, and I like black. Black pepper is just my favorite, coarsely ground is my go-to. And now we're going to add, I'm going to turn this off actually. We're going to add a spoonful of Dijon mustard, which I know you're going to think I've lost my mind, but trust me when I tell you, it is the kind of thing that just sort of, it gives you an extra note that you don't even necessarily know it's mustard. Actually, you don't know that it's mustard at all, but it does make this sauce just a little bit more special. It gives it just a little extra bit of flavor that I love. I'm going to take most of my Fontina because I do want to reserve some for the top. And most of my parm. I'm going to add that right in with a bit of my prosciutto. And all I do is the prosciutto is just do one of these. Very simple, very quick. I'm going to add about half in, and I'll reserve some to add to the top so that I can get all crispy and delicious. And the saltiness from the prosciutto with a very sort of luscious, creamy interior of the baked ziti is just phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's great combo of texture and flavor as well. And the saltiness is just, to me, very important. So add that right in. Stir it in to combine. And now your sauce is done. Your sauce is perfectly delicious, beautifully luscious and creamy. And we're going to set this aside. Oh, you know what? I missed a very crucial ingredient. I can't believe it. Nutmeg. Nutmeg in cream sauces is an absolute must. You should never leave it out. The tiniest pinch so that it just makes the bechamel really sing, but not so much that it tastes like pumpkin pie spice, you know? Just a tiny little bit. goes a long way, and it really makes a world of a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pasta. It's been about 7 minutes. We put the whole thing together and pop it in the oven. Pasta is cooked. Pour in your sauce. It's gonna look like there's a lot of sauce, but trust me, it will sort of drink it up as it bakes, because remember, the pasta still needs a few minutes of cooking time, so it will absorb it all and be glorious, delicious. Got your pan. I've got my pan all buttered. A little bit hot. Hold on. You know what? Lean on the edge here. On my pan. Go ahead and pour this in. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. How beautiful. Gorgeous. And now, just move things around a little bit. You know that's going to be beautiful. You know that's going to be gorgeous and delicious. And now you just take your leftover prosciutto and you just put little pieces of it on top. And then we put on the remaining cheeses. But this is just so lovely. And it smells really wonderful too. Then your leftover cheese, leftover Fontina, and your leftover Parma. You could do a little pecorino as well. That would be really nice for a little sharpness. You could add in some gorgonzola. You can do whatever you want. It's just these happen to be the things that I feel like are mild enough that kids really love, but together really give you a really beautiful balanced dish. I know my brother, he would not like gorgonzola in this, so I just try to keep it so that everyone loves it. In a 400-degree oven for about a half an hour until golden brown and bubbly, and then we dive in. That is beautiful. I have let this cool for a few minutes. You always want to let your, any pasta al forno, anything just kind of settle for a few minutes when it comes out of the oven, but you can see the prosciutto is nice and crispy. It's got lovely brown bits. I'm just going to take a little bit out. I'm like salivating for myself. Oh, it's just, I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe if I turn this around, you may be able to. It's really hot. You can see the inside is really creamy. It absorbed that cheese sauce. I mean, it is going to be fabulous. I know it. I know it. The next day, fried up in a pan, by the way, which is the only way you should be reheating pasta. Phenomenal. That. With its crispy bits, really salty prosciutto. It is dynamite. It's delicious. It's easy. It's simple. Like I said, different cheeses, different salumi. You can add some vegetables in there if you wanted to. Whatever your heart desires. LauraInthekitchen.com for the recipe. Make it your own. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.